you get up early and you work hard, those times when you stay up late and you work hard, those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired, you don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyway. That is actually the dream.
Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
Basketball never felt like work to me. And once I came to the NBA and I looked around, I saw other guys that weren't working as much as I was, then I started to understand that, you know, how I went about it is hard work. To me, it was just, I just love what I do, so I want to do it as much as possible.
What do you say about the people that say that when Russell comes back that, you know, the killer instinct that you're playing with right now is going to diminish?
I always had a killer instinct. That's how you survive in this league, especially being 6'9", 200 pounds.
What Kevin Durant needs to understand is that this dude is a superstar. He is as lethal as it comes. The problem is that that level of greatness is what makes people question the other things that are missing about you, because those very, very few things that are missing are flagrant. They're very obvious and conspicuous because it seems to be the only thing holding you back. And ultimately what they're really saying is Russell Westbrook is your teammate and you don't mind deferring to Russell Westbrook from time to time. But no matter how great Russell Westbrook is, the bottom line is he ain't KD. There's only one KD.
No way.
And it's Kevin Durant. He's a freak of nature. So when he's talking about, well, people think that I lack the killer instincts, it's not that Kevin Durant won't try to take over a game. It's not that he won't try to take over. The problem is if somebody else wanted to infiltrate the proceedings, let's say a Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant will say, sure. Why not? As opposed to MJ or Kobe, who would look at you like, have you lost your damn? You need to fall back right now.
That's exactly right.
That's the subject at hand.
In LeBron's case, I don't think he was born with much killer instinct, and I cannot hold that against him because you can't learn it. You can't create it. You can't teach it. You can't coach it. You're either built that way or you're not. Now, LeBron has won a whole lot of basketball games in his life just because he is so supremely gifted. And he plays as hard, minute for minute, as anyone I have ever watched. He will give you every bit that he has every minute. And a lot of times that can translate maybe not into pure killer instinct, but into closing the deal, just because he is gifted and he is driven. So you got two, that's a lethal combination. Is he all-time great? Yes, he's all-time great, but he was born a very nice man. I think he's good-hearted. We talked about this yesterday.
He is.
There's something in his psyche that doesn't have that mentally tough, I'm going to step on your throat kind of mentality. In the end, I'm going to take the killer instinct in one-on-one.
He's a champion, he's a winner. But he also likes the stardom. He likes to shine. He's starting to like the attention a little bit more than he used to.
I believe that what it took LeBron years to maturate to mentally and in your heart, Jordan came into the league with that.
When I look at LeBron, he's not what Michael was as a player. He's not even what Kobe Bryant was as a player. So, when you talk about trying to compare Michael's instinct, his ability to take over games, his ability to want to have that last shot.
And demoralize you.
Yes.
And scare the living hell out of you.
LeBron doesn't have that gene.
So, Scotty.
That's not in him.
Right.
Kobe has that gene. Not too many kids have that gene. And if they do have it, they're not willing to bring it out.
I remember talking to Michael about his motivation every night. And he used to say that maybe there was somebody in the stands that never had a chance to see me play for the first time. And I want to make sure that they go home and they see the best of me.
Doesn't matter if I'm sick. It doesn't matter if I have a sprained ankle. The kid that's sitting in there might be the next me sitting up there, watching and trying to get inspiration from that. I need to go out there and play.
I feel like I'm the most fierce competitor there is. I don't think I'm ever going to find something that equals the game of basketball for me.
They talk about guys being competitors. He was the fiercest of all the competitors.
I know Jesus worked 7 days a week. For 6 days, you rest on Sunday, didn't he? But Michael Jordan played on Sunday.
Michael Jordan, at his best, there's very few people on this planet that can do this.
The Bulls have 3 seconds to try a shot and try to win the game.
Michael Jordan would intentionally antagonize opponents right before the big game, right? Game 7 of playoff series. He would really do things, and I can't say what they were, to infuriate them and get under their skin. And my response was, of course, like Muhammad Ali, you get a psychological edge by unnerving your opponent because they're less than their best when they compete against you. Stephen A. said, no, Jordan did it because he wanted to make sure he got the best version of his opponent, so that when he beat them, singing them, "Giving You the Best That I Got" by Anita Baker, this is not me with any excuses, this is you at your very best, and I am better than you.
Trying to compare Michael's instinct, his ability to take over games, his ability to want to have that last shot.
And demoralize you.
It didn't matter. He wanted to come in and kill you. No matter what the game is, who you're playing against, you have to limit the ball. The clock. The pressure. Block all that out. All you think about is what you have to do with it. That's why I love you. I do have to walk away knowing I did everything I could to win the game. When you step on the floor, it doesn't matter how many times you've done it before. All that matters is that you do it now.
Chicago with the lead!
I've never been afraid. I mean, obviously you're nervous, but afraid means you're not confident in your skills. I have total confidence in my skills, so I'm not afraid. Be true to the game, because the game will be true to you. If you try to shortcut the game, then the game's going to shortcut you. If you put forth the effort, you know, good things will be bestowed upon you. You know, that's truly about the game. And in some ways, that's about life too.
I just looked at it as I want to be one of the best basketball players who've ever played. That's the end goal. Okay, how do I get there? How do I get there? And every decision I made in my life was centered around the process of helping me eventually get there. You know what I'm saying? So I had that purpose. And once I had that purpose, every decision that I made was centered around that.
Certain guys can change the game, and Kobe Bryant was one of those guys who changed the game forever.
Makes you think that I can score on you? Yeah. No, I'm pretty confident.
Well, Kobe is the closest thing to Michael. Kobe has the same mindset and mentality that MJ had. The assassin, I'm gonna rip your throat out with my scoring. Just as I said, just an absolute assassin.
Every single night he came to play, and every single night he put on a show for all fans.
My next dream is to be honored one day for inspiring the next generation of athletes to have a dream, sacrifice for it, and never ever rest in the pit.
Kobe Bryant, the recipient of the 2007-2008 NBA Most Valuable Player Award.
Trying to be the best version of yourself. That's what the mentality means. It means every day you're trying to become better.
Where did you get your killer instinct from?
Well, yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with isolation.
It's over. It's reviewable. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
Your potential. As hard as you believe you can work harder than that.
He will always be remembered as a champion, a winner, but a guy who never took a night off.
I mean, it's an obsessiveness that comes along with it. You want things to be as perfect as they can be, understanding that nothing is ever perfect. But the challenge is trying to get them as perfect as they can be. And what can you do? It's in your control. So control what you can.
The greatest thing about the game of basketball to me is the passion. Because when you have love for anything, you'll go to the extreme to maintain that love. But it was truly my love for the game that kept me pushing to be the best basketball player that I can be. To be the best at anything, you gotta have a certain love for that to make you overcome all the obstacles that's gonna be thrown in your way.
It's just a matter of what's important to you. And what's important to you. For whatever reason, you know, I felt like I didn't feel good about myself if I wasn't doing everything I could to be the best version of myself.
He wants it so bad he's willing to go to the extreme, guarding a guy, guarding the point guards at the age of 34, playing 38 minutes, 40 minutes. That's ludicrous. I think this is what he's battling with. It is what it is. He's cursed as much as I am.